Welcome, everyone, to another exciting episode of Supernatural Girls. I'm your host, Patricia Baker. I am here with my co-host all the way from Tucson, Miss Patricia Kirkman. PK, how are you tonight?
Doing fine, sweetheart. It's just such a beautiful day today. There was not a lot of wind. It's just the right temperature that I know won't last very long, but I love it as it is.
That's great. Oh, my goodness.
It's spoiled right off the bat. Of course,
Yes.
it'll last for a few days, but it's well worth it.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. We've got a great guest tonight, everybody. If you have questions, Deborah Graham is here to answer them. So we're going to bring her on in a minute. I wanted to remind everybody, please follow us on all our social media, TikTok, where PK brought us viral to 346,000 views. Thank you, PK, talking about house numbers. Yes, big interest there. Big interest.
I love this show so much. It's so great to be able to do something that makes people happy.
I know, and gives people good information.
Mhm.
That's what people are going to get tonight also. But I got to tell a very quick story that I heard, and I thought it was remarkable. There is a little city, I should call it a village, in India, and they were being plagued by cobras. These cobras were coming into the village en masse and biting everybody. Children and families were scared, and it was horrible.
Oh.
They tried to trap them. They tried to poison them. Nothing was working. And then they brought in 5 peacocks. And these peacocks, come to find out, are their mortal enemies. So they make a sport out of hunting cobras. So within a very short period of time, these 5 peacocks eliminated all the cobras. So the villagers were safe once again. And what an interesting message, how nature has a remedy for everything. Mm-hmm. And so the poison didn't work and all these other things did not work. So the peacocks came in and took care of business. I just love that.
And they're so beautiful to begin with, and to be able to do that.
I didn't know they had that skill.
I didn't know.
I just have been used to them prancing around with their beautiful feathers and colors.
Exactly.
But here it is. How about it?
I only thought their purpose was for being a big fan.
Yes. No. So anyways, just wanted to share that with everybody. And so the village is safe. Yes. So tonight we have our dear friend, Deborah Graham, who's been so kind to come on our show again and talk to our audience and offer free readings. Now, Deborah was the star of the TLC series Psychic Matchmaker. Mm-hmm. So if you have a question about who you're supposed to be with, you can ask that of Deborah tonight, or you can ask about other things. Yeah. You can ask about your job or what's coming in your future. We're also going to be getting some premonitions, some predictions from Deborah about Bitcoin and all those other great things and what's going to be coming this year. So I'm not going to talk anymore. I just want to get Deborah on the show. So Deborah, welcome.
Hi, thank you so much to the two of you for bringing me back. I'm so excited to be here.
Great.
We're thrilled.
Oh my gosh. So I have to ask you though, being a psychic matchmaker, I mean, how do you get people together? What comes to you in your intuition and your mind? And who talks to you and says, this person belongs with this person? How does this work?
Well, I become your soul energy. I don't look at you. I look in you. I become you. And that's how I'm able to really make a perfect match that can last a lifetime. So when I'm doing a match, trying to help somebody connect with their partner and soulmate, some of these people already met their soulmate, but sometimes she or he is just not ready. So it's learning patience. And that's what I teach a lot of my clients. Or if they haven't found that person, usually it's themselves blocking themselves. So I teach them and learn them how to unblock. And then of course, I'll help them, whether I know somebody, I've connected with them from a reading, or whether they're in my database or they come to me specifically for a match. I will intuitively connect with that person because I don't look at you, I look in you and I become you. So I'm able to help you connect with a partner on an energetic level versus a physical level. So it's kind of like that story you just talked about, those beautiful peacocks. I love that, by the way. So it's kind of like you know, a beautiful man or a beautiful woman. What looks good on the outside, you don't want to piss them off because they'll come at you. And peacocks are like that. They're very territorial. You know what I'm saying? So it's interesting that you've talked about that. And I teach people to come back to their energy, back to their essence, because you got it. The power lives, eats, sleeps, speaks inside of you. And you have everything that you really truly need. And that's what I teach people on, you know, on my podcast, The Psychic Connection with Deborah Graham. This is how people know about me from the Psychic Matchmaker that still airs in 140 countries worldwide on TLC. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. I mean, they keep rerunning episode after episode. So it's obviously they're older episodes because I'm not filming anymore. And I didn't really want to film again. I'm open to possibility in the future doing a documentary, but to really do a whole full-blown reality show, it's a lot. What you see on TV looks fun and exciting, but you're giving up at least 12 to 18 hours of your day every day, with little or no time for yourself, especially even on the weekends. So at this point in age in my life, I don't think I want to do that again. But like I said, you know, it was fun. It was exciting. It led me to a book. It led me to SiriusXM. It led me now to my own podcast. So, you know, sometimes you got to give a little and get a little. And that's what I teach people. Go back to your energy. Go back to your power. And knowing that love is out there. You will have a relationship. You'll have love. But 90% of it is getting rid of the cobwebs and the weeds that we protected ourselves because we're constantly in fight or pilot mode, or we're blocking ourselves from being in a relationship. I have so many people that tell me, yes, I want to find the right person. I want to find the right match. I want to be with, you know, whether it's the same sex, being with opposite sex, you know, different folks for different strokes. It doesn't matter whether you're age 20 or 98. Love is out there, but you have to be willing. This is the biggest problem, I think, what everybody is. You have to be willing to give up 50% of your life, 50% of your time, 50% of your space, and be willing to make sacrifices for others. And this is what happens. We get so molded in our own vibration, in our own head, in our own space, that we don't want to get out of our comfort zone. So that's the hardest thing. A relationship, any relationship worth working on is worth waiting on, but you have to really give up part of your time in your life, and you have to make sacrifices. So I think that's probably one of the hardest things in relationships is sacrificing. And when you see people who's been married, as I've been married for over 40 years to the same man, one and done. We have, you know, 3 kids, 4 grandkids, 1 on the way. It's patience. And, you know, I make my husband crazy. For God's sakes, I just came back from the West Coast doing a big workshop in California. And then on top of that, left and went over to Hawaii to go do some sacred work. That was beautiful. And, you know, he's my +1, you know, he's gone with me, and he's like, whoa, that's a lot. And, you know, 12, 15, 18 hours on a plane is no fun. So he makes sacrifices every single day of his life being with me. And the same goes for me. I have to make sacrifices for him. So anything worth working on is worth waiting on, or set on a rock until you're ready to die.
Yeah.
It's one or the other.
Both wonderful points. Yes, absolutely. Now we do have a caller on the line, so let's go ahead and take this call from Steve.
How you doing?
Good, Steve. How are you tonight? You have a question for Deborah?
Yeah, I heard you guys are doing readings, and I figured I'd take my chances.
Well, we're excited. So, you know, you're taking this at your own risk, Steve. I'm very blunt. I'm very direct. I'm going to give you what I see, good, bad, and ugly. And whatever spirit tells me, I'm going to just deliver it to you. Is that okay?
No worries.
Great. Okay. So all I need is your birth date, month and date only. Do not need a year, one question. And let's get ready to go deep and large, Steve.
All right, January 3rd.
Oh, I like that birthday. You're a 1-3. So that means you're empowered. This is an empowerment year for you. This is the year of the horse. So this is all about taking a leap of faith and doing things so naturally and organically. Things are going to just come to you like a bat out of hell. So that means everything's going to come to you as a raging bull. So there's going to be a lot of ups and downs like a horse. But it also means that you're ready to, you know, get out of fight or pilot mode. What is your question, Steve?
I don't know. I've kind of been stuck in a rut for a while. I'm starting to come out of it. I'm just wondering what's the best path, I guess.
Well, you know, Steve, yourself, you are your own worst enemy. Your biggest fears are failure. So you kind of like covet yourself like an ostrich, and you buried your head in the sand the last 5 years. And this has to do with trauma from past lives, past relationships, even family stuff. I think it all kind of came up. Would you agree, Steve?
I would 100% agree.
And I think you stuffed it up in your big toe because it was easier not to feel than to feel. And I think it's all coming up now, and you have to feel, because what happens is we numb ourselves because, excuse me, most psychics do get chills. I burp because that's confirmation, validation between you, me, God, and spirit, you know? So it's coming up. It's validation to your soul. And it's in the universe is telling me that it's okay to step outside of your comfort zone and trust again. Because I'm going to use this word, and, you know, again, Steve, don't take it offensively, but, you know, tell me the truth. I feel like you've been screwed, lewd, and tattooed. Would you agree?
What's that? I'm sorry.
You've been screwed, lewd, and tattooed. Would you agree?
Yes, I would 100% agree with that again.
Yeah, and you just need to really find your energy, and it's the trust factor. And I think that it was okay because I think you needed to take a break from everybody. Friends, family, love, relationship. It was like almost too much to handle. Yeah. But if you didn't take that break, I think you would have ended up getting really, really sick. Okay. Mentally, physically, and emotionally. So I feel that taking this 5-year kind of break from everybody and kind of burying your head in the sand like an ostrich was a healthy thing, because now I can actually say that you're bored, Steve. You know, you're ready for some fire. You're ready for some juice. You're ready for sex, baby. Would you agree? Sexual healing, baby.
Directed to the point.
Let's just go straight down to what's deep and large. You know, Steve's ready to come out and enjoy life, right, baby?
Yes, I am.
Wear a raincoat because I ain't got no time for no pimples on you know what. So you got to enjoy, but you just want to, you know, be careful and stuff. One thing about you, you are a giver. You have such a good energy. And one thing about you, you are going to find the right love, the right relationship. And no offense, Steve, you got the loser magnet on your forehead. You keep picking up, you know, I hate to say this to you, bottom feeders. Do you notice that, Steve?
Oh, 100%.
So tell me what's happened in the last 5 years. I'm going to shut up and let you talk.
What's that? I'm sorry.
What's happened in the last 5 years relationship-wise?
I was with the same person for the last 15 years, and we were in addiction together. Sadly, she didn't make it. I did. Then I had like 6 consecutive losses. My dad, best friends, this and that, like bam, 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 months apart. And it just kind of wrecked me. And I went and hid. Did a lot of drugs. Kind of coming out of that now. I'm on the upswing from that.
Thank God. Praise God.
Yes, absolutely.
And thank you for sharing your story with everybody, because this helps other people, motivate them. You know, when you hear that, because you know what? It is a lot mentally to handle stuff these days, especially when you feel like there's no way out and you feel like you're screaming and no one's listening, Steve. And, you know, I know that you love that woman and I know you cared about her, but she wants to thank you for all the love and support you gave her. And knowing that I have to, oh God, I'm feeling her so strong. It's coming up that she didn't want you to die. So she took the death from you. This is interesting because being with her, she was a catalyst. She was bad for you. You get me what I'm saying? She wasn't able to save herself. So if she couldn't save herself, she had to save you.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man. So she basically let her life go and end it for you. But at the end of the day, you're going to find somebody who's going to love you and want to need you and want to be with you. And somebody who's going to want to take a ride with you, not a ride on you, and staying away from lower bottom feeder people. And because this is the fire horse here, and this is all about your energy. It's all about the 3 and the 1. And that means it's all about community. It's about self-awareness, self-action, self-acceptance. It's about purging. It's about identifying yourself, because you didn't have love in the womb from your own mother. I mean, I'm sorry to tell you this, Steve, but that's where it started. That's why the addictions came there, because it was easier to mask it up and hold on to everything and not feel. So you were born like this. You didn't become this way. You were born this way, Steve.
Oh yeah, I've always been this way. I know. Just ready for anything, never say no. Let's do it. And I always end up finding out the hard way.
Yeah, I know. You're an adrenaline junkie.
Yeah. Well, I got on heroin. I've been clean from heroin for about 10 years now. I lost a leg to a heroin overdose.
Oh, no.
Wow.
And,
well, thank God you lost your leg and not your head. So that's good.
she continued, and then the fentanyl just, I luckily never touched that.
Yeah.
But, yeah, that took her out. And I relapsed a bit with other things when I had all the losses, but I still have stayed away from that whole opiate section. I'm not trying to die.
No. God's not ready for you. But you know what you should do? You should really, even though I know you lost your leg and stuff, but maybe still trying to get some kind of Tai Chi, even if it's in a chair. That's really important to do Qigong, Tai Chi.
I have a prosthetic.
Okay, good. So do your Tai Chi, meditation, breath work, healing, and really use what you've done for others. Do what you've done for yourself to heal, so you could go help other people in the program. And write a book, Steve. You need to write a book.
That's actually my whole plan. Before my ex passing and before my dad and all that, I wanted to get an RV and travel, and because I speak at rehabs and detoxes and stuff.
Congrats. And thank you for your love and support and spreading the word.
So I kind of backed off, and
God bless him.
Now I have a on my belt.
No, listen to me. You're doing this, Steve. And I want you to check me out at psychicdeborahgraham.com, psychicdeborahgraham.com. Let's get connected so we are connected energetically. And let's go deeper and do a healing session on you, because I really feel like you got a lot to tell the world. I feel like there's so much information. You've been through the pain, the unloved, unwanted, unneeded. You've had all four corners of the earth. You've had outer bodies experiences. You are what we call a dead man walking.
Yeah, the one thing I have is perspective. So,
oh, God bless you. But sometimes this is what life is about. Life doesn't give you what you want if and when you want it. The universe gives you what you need when you're supposed to have it. But you have to go through the trial and error in life to really get to where you want to be, Steve. And you're kind of like a poster board for everybody right now. You should be on the milk carton,
Yep.
Well, thank you so much, Steve, for your call. We really appreciate
God bless you.
And your courage.
Thank you.
Oh, God bless Steve. What a beautiful soul. You see, those are heartfelting calls and healings and working with people. And that's what gets me up to do what I do each and every day, is when you hear people like that and their stories, it just makes you want to help and heal people. And that's Steve's goal now, is to help others. Praise God.
Well, Deborah, it's so, one of the reasons we really love having you on the show is because we know you really care about people.
Oh, 100%.
We feel it, just sitting with you. You have so much love for people. You really want to help them. And that's why it's great to have you here tonight. And
thank you for allowing me to share my gift with everybody. Thank you to the two of you girls. You girls are awesome.
Oh, well, thank you. Well, let's see. Miss PK, I know you've been waiting to talk to Deborah.
Well, of course.
Are you next?
I have a question. I have a child that is raising a daughter by himself.
Okay.
And it's like a demolition derby every day. Any ideas of what to do or how to go about making life better for both of them?
Well, give me his birthday, month and date only.
5/11.
Well, he's strong-headed. He's the bull. He wants things the way he wants. You tell him to go left, he's going to go right. You tell him to go up, he's going to go down.
That's it.
You got to use it with love and healing, and you got to make everything feel like it's his decision. Okay. Anytime he feels that it's your decision, that's when he is going to go ape crap on you. Okay. And that's when the devil's going to come out of his body and go crazy. Okay. So you got to be very careful, choose your words wisely. And, tell him, look, I'm not here to step on anybody's toes. I'm not here to step any boundaries, but I am here to support you guys in any which way you need. But let him know what a great job he's doing, because it is stressful. He's going through a lot, trying to raise his daughter, trying to do everything on his own.
Well, and she's, it's like a nightmare between the two of them. Her birthday is 12/26.
Oh, they got a love-hate relationship. They're oil and vinegar.
You do.
They're the same person is the problem.
Oh my goodness.
Makes sense, because
they're soul energies.
Oh.
Yeah, no, really, they're soul energies. And because they came into this world like this, the two of them, they're basically in competition with each other. See, I burped on the truth. There you go. I can't make this crap up if I wanted to, man. It just comes out of me deep and large. There it goes. Whoop, there it is. Damn. So the truth of the fact is, they're karma is to go through this, but really they can't live without each other. They really, really can't live without each other. They are one.
It's a love.
And the one thing is you just got to let them know that, you love them, you care about them. And when they do things, just tell them how much you love them and how much you appreciate them. The more they're screaming, the more they're yelling, the more they're battling it out. Just let them know, look, you love each other. You care about each other. This is just an emotion you're going through. Let it out, get it out, scream it out. Maybe give them a punching bag so they can punch the bag and hit the bag so they don't hurt each other.
I'll give it a shot, Kim.
No, but you want to be careful that you don't step into the ring, and you want to, step on eggshells with them, because the problem is they'll turn that on you on a dime. They'll turn it right on you. Okay, PK, I'm sorry to say that to you.
No,
That's
I know
what I'm seeing.
There's no mother figure involved for her.
Yeah, and she's looking for that. Well, her mother, forget about that. That mother was never there when she was there. All she was an incubator. That was it,
Yep.
But she's a smart girl. She's an intelligent girl. The good news is she does have long life ahead of her, because I could see you've been through a lot of losses. You've been through a lot. You've been through a lot in your life, and you've seen a lot. You went through a lot, but what gives you the strength, PK, to wake up and do what you got to do is your faith and your trust. And most people don't realize that you could heal yourself from any illnesses. You could heal yourself from any sicknesses by just clearing out old trauma bonds and old stuff. And I really feel that you've come a long way. I just needed to tell you that, PK.
Good to know.
Praise God. That's important. And it is the power of healing your body and soul, because, listen, I know that some people, you need to take medications, you need to take certain medications and certain things for certain stuff. But I always tell my clients, even when I'm doing healing work or energy work with them or doing a reading, I'm telling them, never depend on the drug. Always work on yourself. Use that as just kind of like a line to get you from A to Z, but never make that your crutch. Really work and try to take care of yourself. I don't take an aspirin if I don't have to. I'm just odd.
I'm the same way. I don't like medications.
Yeah, no. The best thing that I found to clear the mind, body, and soul, and I do this religiously every morning, and I did it while I was away on trip in Hawaii. I made sure every single morning to get my matcha. I've been drinking matcha for 35, 40 years now. I started back drinking it when I was young. It used to taste like seaweed water, but I loved it because it just tasted so like earthy. It was weird. And my mom used to laugh at me and say, oh my God, she's drinking that weirdness. But I love matcha because it helps. It takes the inflammation out of the body, and I don't need anything to it. I could just drink straight matcha with water. You know what I'm saying? Or, you could put it in whatever you want. But another thing that I noticed too is taking celery juice and lemon in the morning with a teaspoon of extra virgin olive oil, good olive oil, like the Greek one. Well, my family's from Mykonos, so I got that Greek oil from those olives. And I drink that olive oil juice with that olive oil with the celery and the lemon. I blend it and I drink it, and it just detoxes it. And then I have a clear mind, because it almost takes away all the cells in the body that are messed up, and it just makes you go to the bathroom. It feels good. I like to call it a Deborah Graham enema. Cleans everything out, mind, body, and soul.
That's wonderful.
Sometimes we need to clean it. You got to feel lighter. You want to feel light, and you don't want to feel, when your body doesn't feel good. I know TMI, and you're holding on to a lot. That's energy, waste energy. You're holding on to it. You got to flush it out. It's emotion.
That's right.
Thank you.
Excellent.
Very much.
We have another caller on the line. So Cynthia, we can get Cynthia here live with us.
Hi.
Hi, Cynthia. Welcome. Do you have a question for Deborah?
I do. I have a daughter that is 52 years old, and she has a life-threatening disorder. It's called gastroparesis, where her gut kind of seizes up.
Mm-hmm.
And she's currently having a flare-up, and I am wondering if this is her desire to kind of transition. It's like she was born 2 pounds, 4 1/4 ounces, I had preeclampsia with her.
Yeah, my daughter has preeclampsia right now, and she's pregnant with her son, and we're supposed to have the baby in the next month, and that's what I'm concerned with. That preeclampsia is serious stuff. That's no joke. Women don't realize how serious preeclampsia is. It's a very serious problem. Very serious disorder.
Her birthday is December 2nd, and my birthday is December 14th.
Wow, you guys are strong powerhouses. I just wanted you to know you sound like you're in your 50s, just so you know that. So you got a young energy. I can't believe you have a 52. Did you say 52-year-old daughter?
Yeah, I am.
God bless you.
I'm still going strong, and my
God, you're full of life. This is scary because your daughter feels like she's 80 years old inside of a 52-year-old body. And you're like 29 and holding, girl. You're 29 and holding. The older you get, the better you taste. You're like fine wine, girl. You got power energy because you're directly connected to source, to energy. You're connected to God. You're one with God, one with soul, one with spirit. I feel like you have been a nun in another lifetime. I just needed you to know that you took care of orphanage children. You always wanted to have a baby and get pregnant. And you had severe problems getting pregnant in your previous past life. So God gave you the gift, even though you went through a lot, even having your daughter now, but you didn't give up and didn't give in. Can't stop, won't stop. And you overachieved. But I'm going to tell you something. She's letting her fears enable her. You know, this disorder she has is 1,000% fixable. This is not the end. This is fixable. Okay, I know a lot about this. I did a lot of healings with a lot of clients. I had a niece that had this, and she was very sick and almost died and went from, I don't know, over 200 pounds to 70 pounds. And wow, they thought she was dying. And no, it wasn't her time. So she needs motivation. So to answer your question, no, it is not your daughter's time to transition. She still has work to do, but she's giving up right now. She's letting her fears take over her energy. She's letting her soul take over her fears, her body, her mind, her spirit. And she's allowing the negativity and the noise in her head. And she's got to get out of this. She's not depressed. She's suppressed. Even though I know you're saying there's a physical problem, but I'm going to agree to disagree. It is more mental and emotional because she's an energetic, kind of like, how do I use the word? She's like an energetic battery, okay? And she's taking on everybody's energy, and her energy is just being absorbed. And it's almost like it's electrocuting her. So her body is all in this, how do I use this term? But almost like she's clamped up inside. It's like seizures. That's the word I'm looking for. And because of that, she needs to release that. She needs to let go of that fear. And I think that if she can really work on releasing that fear, I feel like she can live a healthy life and she could get through this. This is fixable 100%. She just needs the motivation to do it.
Say that again, please.
She needs the motivation to do it.
Right. And
you're the person to do it. You are the person to help her.
I took her to a women's group where we did sorry, Deborah, I can't hear you or understand.
I hear you
right now.
I hear you. You keep talking. I'm listening. I didn't say anything. Go ahead.
Okay. So when she was a young girl, about 12 years old, I took her to a group where we did a meditation and some channeling and stuff. And she did a channeling at 12 years old.
Wow.
And it like really freaked her out. So she stepped away from my understanding and knowing of the world. Now, you're right. She is afraid. She is taking on everything. And I send her the purest message and love that I can in I guess the higher form, the higher self form, so that she can understand it and not react to it as an ego.
Yeah, but she's got to get away from this because she's getting psychically attacked. So there's a couple of things that I'm going to tell you to do. I want you to get a book, The Healing Codes by Alexander Lloyd, okay? The Healing Codes, Alexander Lloyd. And I want you to do these codes on her each and every night. In fact, I want you to do them 3 times a day. Second of all, I want you to go online and again, I'm not a doctor. I'm an intuitive. I'm a psychic. I'm a healer. but I want you to go on, and this is all natural, but I want you to go online. It's called Stanley Brothers. And I want you to look at this CBD oil, and I want you to look at giving it to her. And that will help with the inflammation, because her whole body is inflamed. I can physically feel it. While I'm talking to you, my body is itching and I feel it, you know?
Okay.
And what that's going to do, but you got to get that one from Stanley Brothers, okay? And you want to get that CBD oil because it's Stanley Brothers. Go online and just get that CBD oil. There's nothing in it but just the CBD, and whatever's in that oil, it will help with the gut. Okay. Now, gut is connected to the Gita. The Gita is connected to the mother's mother's mother. So this is a trauma bond between you and her when you had her and you were carrying her those 9 months inside of your stomach. Okay. And you held on to that emotion.
It was 7.
Yeah. Huh? No, 7 months.
7
there you
months.
go. She was delivered early. And there was a trauma there. So it's almost like your soul contract. There was like an evil eye, as we like to call it in Greece. We call this the Maya. It's almost like an evil eye, a bad spirit energetically got in. And that's where she took it in, and it's a transfer. So she's been absorbed by this energy her whole life. So by doing the healing codes, doing your prayer, and, you know, trying to get her immediately to take the CBD oil and healing her and constantly motivating her and letting her listen to classical music, let her listen to music. The music will heal the soul. It'll work the left, the right side of the brain. And she needs to get outside as much as possible, because the more she's outside, the more her energy is going to feel lighter. The more, see, I'm burping again. I can't make this shit up if I wanted to. TMI. Sorry, girls. I'm just saying it like it is. The truth is, she's absorbing it. She needs to flush it out and let it go. Okay?
I wish I could. I have told her that 1,000 times, and somebody else has told her that 1,000 times. Somebody that we know and love dearly.
Yeah.
And,
but the problem is she thinks she could just,
really
die and be done.
Yeah,
But that ain't going to be it. It's not going to be over. It will not be over. She's still got work to do. God don't want her. He's not ready for her. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It's not her time.
May I just say something about this? I'm very familiar with gastroparesis. It's one of the constellation of symptoms in scleroderma. And one of my friends had gastroparesis, and it was so severe, she wasn't able to eat, drink, eliminate nothing. And her doctor was ready to remove her intestines. And she said, before we do that, I'll give you a Hail Mary pass. There is a drug in Italy. It is not here yet, but get the drug and try it. She did. And the name of the drug, it's now here in this country. It is called Motegrity, Motegrity. And my friend took that drug, and she showed me her films after she had taken the drug, and they were like a newborn's intestines. Wow. So I want to encourage you to speak to your doctor and your daughter's doctor about this. This is a leading edge treatment. Not many people know about it. Not many doctors know about it. But it is something that should be explored, because part of the problem with gastroparesis is it's exhausting. And you just cannot catch your breath to be able to do anything for yourself. So you can tell her, do this, do that, but there's no energy to do it. Motegrity is something that turned my friend's entire life around, or she'd be walking around today with no intestines. So
it was Motegrity.
It's Motegrity.
RITY. Okay.
It is available in this country now.
Yeah, that's a powerful thing. But you see, I got to step in and say one other thing. I don't care if your daughter tells you she doesn't want to do anything. You got to force her to do it.
Yeah.
Minnesota area, St. Paul and that area. So she's limited in her care up there because she's in a small community.
You got to get up there and take care of her, girl. This is your duty. You got to do it. Go take care of your daughter. Do it quick.
Yep.
Don't ask her. Do it. It's kind of like letting your friend drive drunk. You're not going to let a friend drive drunk. You got to take control. She's confused because her body is filled with toxins. Exactly what Patricia just said. She is exhausted. She can't make up decisions for herself.
Right.
Make
Thank
them
you,
forward.
Deborah.
It's time.
Thank you, Patricia. Thank you,
Yes.
Patricia.
You're
Bye.
welcome. Thank you
Bye.
for your call and good luck.
Oh my God. These are the
That's-
stories that gets us up in the morning and keeps us kicking, right, girls?
That's
Got that
right.
right.
Praise the
That's
Lord. Whew, that is deep and large. God bless her. Oh no, that's curable. What she has is 100% curable, 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 curable. She
Yeah.
just needs help and she needs a little motivation and she's
Yep.
confused.
It's the
And she
motivation.
don't know what she's saying, even
Yeah.
if she pushes her mother away because she's in the moment of it. Because you know the body can only handle so much, and you're just like, oh, I can't no more. No, she got to get healed. Praise God.
Yeah.
Exactly. Okay. Well, my turn. I have a question for you, Deborah.
All righty.
Have you ever heard of the vanishing twin syndrome? You know what that is?
Yes. Oh, yes.
I had a vanishing twin. I had a twin.
You
I'm
ate
wondering.
it.
I ate. God help me.
You did. I think you did. Honestly, not a joke. I feel it. You
Well,
ate your twin.
Is there a way of contacting my twin? This happened early on, I think, in this experience of pregnancy with my mother. But I have so many questions about it, and I'm wondering if she or he is available.
It's a he. It's a he. And I feel like one soul was not going to make it and the other soul was. And I feel like you decided to keep the soul within you. So that soul, he was not able to make it. And he crossed over energetically, but his soul is still attached to you. There's still that part of you. You still got him inside. It's interesting. And sometimes he'll play tricks on you. Sometimes you think you're making a decision or it's you, but it's not. It's him. He comes in and out. He goes in and out. It's called the inside out. It's an energy. He's coming in, he's coming out. He's coming in, he's coming out. And he's solely energetically with you. And I think that you could communicate with him. You know, he's there. It's kind of like, you know, when people have their twin, but they're attached to get, I'm burping again. It's part of that validation. So he's still there with you. He's still around you energetically. And when you speak, he listens, but it definitely was a boy. He was a male. And I think he crossed over about 3 weeks in.
Yeah, it felt like it was soon. You know?
Yeah, it was like 3 weeks in. Like you guys were together for 3 weeks and then he went. But I feel like his energy went inside of you. That's why I say you ate him. I know that sounds weird, but that's what I felt.
Absorb.
Yeah, you just ate him, took him in, you absorbed his energy, and boom, bam, thank you, bam. And that's, but you knew he was there. You felt him from the beginning. You remember him, don't you?
I do. I remember him. Yeah. But in a very different form. I mean, it's not like having a connection with somebody who's crossed over, who's lived.
No, it's different.
Different energy. And it
yeah, it's like a part of you.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, it was interesting. It still is. I mean, because I still feel the energy. And in fact, a lot of people pick up, they go, I've just heard somebody else talking. Was it you? And it wasn't me. It's like,
no, it's him. He's coming in. He's talking.
They're hearing it, and that I'm a double. And
yeah, you are double. You're part male and part female energy. It's weird. This is not a joke. It's on you. He's on your left side. You're the right. Look, I literally see him in you. I know this is going to sound insane, but the left side of your body is different than your right side of your body.
Yes.
It's like two different eyes. I'm seeing it. There's two different features. I'm literally seeing two different people.
Yeah, I have two different eyes.
Wow.
Like that. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yes, it's very.
And you know what I would call it? I would write a book, The Twin Within Me, The Twin I Ate.
See, I had a concern because I know my mother did not want to be pregnant. I mean, she did and she didn't.
Well, she wanted it, but she wasn't ready for it, and she didn't know what to do with you. You were too elevated for her. You were too much for her to handle. She didn't really know what to do with you, honestly. I mean, she did not know what to do with you.
Poor mom. Yes.
But loves you as much as she could, as much as she had to or give to you, she did, but she just wasn't prepared for you. You came in like a bat out of hell. It's like, woo, I'm here and I'm doing it and I'm coming deep, I'm coming large and I'm doing it all. And that's just, you know, you came in with so much knowledge. You're part alien and part human. This is not a joke. This is real.
Yeah.
And you astral project and you go places, you do things, you go to different, you know, you're palladium. Your energy is amazing. Okay.
Yeah, I travel a
And-
lot.
Yeah, and that's okay. Sometimes it's good to get out of the body a little bit. I did it. You guys want to hear what happened to me? This was a quite interesting story, if I may. So
Sure.
I
Let's
did
hear
this
it.
workshop. I had, lots and lots. And when I mean lots of people, we're talking, wasn't standing room. It had people sitting on top of each other. It was that crazy. Okay. So make a long story short, I'm speaking, I'm lecturing, I'm doing, and all of a sudden, my right side of my body just went completely numb. Like I was like, whoa, and I couldn't even speak. So I knew that I was being energetically, psychically pulled. I was like, okay, way too much energy here. People are pulling because they want that information. So, okay, that's fine. I have to take a step back. I had to ground myself, gave myself a few minutes. I told them, look, I need a few minutes. I need to ground myself because my energy is being pulled. So after I grounded myself, I was totally fine. But by the end of that lecture, I was soaking wet, like literally soaking wet energetically, just felt, just exhausted, depleted. So I didn't think anything about it, got something to eat, took a shower, went to bed. I don't know, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, I must have woke up. My right side of my body, I couldn't move my leg. I just could not move it. It was like the worst Charlie horse in my life. So I was like, oh no, I got to get up and I got to ground it and I got to push it back in. So I got up, I standed up and I was totally fine. And then all of a sudden this heat went through my whole body from the top of my head down to the bottom of my feet and I passed out.
Oh my
I don't remember anything. So around 6, 7 in the morning, I guess my husband woke up. He didn't see me. He was like, Deb, Deb, Deb. And the next thing you knew, he found me on top of a suitcase on the floor. So I must have been there from at least 1:30, 2 o'clock until at least 6 or 7 in the morning. He was like, what the heck? I said, I went out like a light, like a light, like a light. But the gist of the story is I left my body and whatever I did up on the cosmos and the energies and my guides and my spirits and God cleared me up and I came back in my body and I woke up and I felt like $1 million when I woke up. So they rejuvenated me. And that's what happens sometimes. We got to leave our body and we got to kind of just like go. But I've never had that happen to me ever. That was the first time I literally standing up, passed out. Luckily there was a suitcase there and it was a soft one and I fell right on top of it, I guess. He found me on top of the suitcase. It was literally on top of the suitcase.
Oh, wow.
Passed out.
Incredible. Oh my gosh. Well, God. Now we are going to go to another caller. So we have Lynette on the line. So Lynette, welcome to the show.
Well, thanks so much. How are you?
We're all good. Do you have a question for Deborah?
I do. So I have a dog who is my angel dog, my lover dog. I rescued him as much as he rescued me when I was taking care of my father. He is now going through, I'm going to try not to cry, I think it's like hip dysplasia or really bad osteoarthritis in his back legs.
Yeah.
And I've been really trying to do everything for him. And so a week before I took him to the vet, he was like, Mommy, just let me go. And I just couldn't do that in my heart. And so they gave me some medication and said, if we can keep him out of pain, would that be okay? And I'm like, well, of course, he's my baby, So I'm just kind of wondering if you can tune into him and find out where he is with this whole process,
Oh, baby. Well, let me have your date of birth so I can tap into you and that'll allow me to go straight into your baby pup.
Mine is 5'6", and we put his down as 214 when I adopted him.
God bless him. Well, he was your savior. He was basically your soulmate. This sounds crazy, but he was your soulmate. And he was really there to protect you. He was there to guide you. You did have a past life with him before, believe it or not. But he sacrificed his soul, his spirit for you because he didn't want to see you go through any more physical pain. Okay. Yeah. So he basically took it. And, back in the day, they used to use animals as sacrifices. Now, I'm not saying you did that, but he did it. Okay. And the truth of the fact is he wants to thank you for allowing his soul and spirit to be free. And he said, he's right there with you. He said, he's still in the house. He's still with you. He said, you're going to see like your sheet, it'll move. You might have your shoe and it might be missing. Like you might have one shoe and you'll be like, whoa, where's the other shoe? He'll do little things like that. So, he's still there with you. And he said his soul contract will never end with you. And he said that he'll see you one day on the other side. And he said, you'll know it's him because how you locked was through his eyes. Because he almost had like human eyes. It was kind of wild.
No, yeah, I look at his eyes and he looks at me like that. And, you know, when we sleep, he always sleeps like on the other pillow. I'm single, except for him. And so he always touches me in my sleep. But my big thing right now is, you know, he's kind of like on hospice at this point. And
but you got to release him. He's telling me to tell you to please let him go.
I don't want to have him over medicated to where he can't live his life, you know?
Have you tried alternative?
But he's saying he wants to leave, guys. This is the problem. His soul is tired.
Yeah, I hear you.
But she could try alternative. Do what you got to do. Because if she doesn't do it, you know, Patricia, if she doesn't do this, she's not going to feel good with herself. So go ahead and tell her what to do. But he's telling me he's tired and he wants to go.
Yeah.
There are some things you should check into, in my opinion. I had a 16-and-a-half-year-old large breed dog with these same issues. And I brought her to see a very good dog acupuncturist. And she was agile until the day she finally did die. And the acupuncture was tremendous. There's also a lot of new leading edge supplements for dogs that have this kind of joint problem. And the other thing you want to look at, because they are linking osteoarthritis and all of these other things to gut infections. So probiotics, what are you feeding him? All of those things are worth looking at. And if you get with a good alternative vet, I don't know what can happen, but I feel all things are possible all of the time.
Absolutely. So, I will agree with you 250%.
You know, I did get him a ramp. He is on what's called WUFFS, WUFFES, and that is supposed to have all the main ingredients for kind of rebuilding him. But he is also on pain medication now, just so that he can have a normal life, because I work from home, so I see his comings and goings all the time and what he's doing. And
You're not ready to release him. You're not ready to release him, and that's why he's not leaving you, because he's your soulmate, and he wants to make sure 100% you're okay, because he doesn't want to leave you alone by yourself. He wants you to know that he's there for you, and he is your protector, and until you're ready to release him, that's when he'll go. But he said he won't leave you until you're ready to release him.
Yeah, I think that's the issue.
I know. How can you do that? How can you just say goodbye to your baby pup? How old is he? Do you mind me asking you?
He's 9. Well, as far as we can tell, he's 9.
Yeah, he's probably 9, 10 years old at the most. Yeah. He's still young. Yeah. He's still young. I think he'll be with you this next year. That's what I feel. Maybe next year will be an alternative change to release his energy into dust when that time comes. But for right now, you want to know that you did everything, and you want to do what Patricia told you to do, just so you know you tried everything. But at the end of the day, he said he's tired, but he's hanging in there because of you. You're keeping him alive.
Yeah. I know. I do sense that he's telling me that, but
baby.
I think I'm very selfish.
Well, we are animal people, and I believe that animals are humans. Honest to God, you could come back as a bird, you could come back as a bee. My sister-in-law came back as a bee, and I'm terrified of bees, so that's funny. She came back as a bee. This is not a joke. She is a bee. My dad came as a butterfly. My father-in-law came as a rabbit. I mean, really, truly, this is not a joke. Like, I couldn't make it up if I wanted to. Like, the craziest things was happening.
No, I mean, even dog trainers have told me this is not a dog.
No, he's got human eyes.
It's totally a dog, but this one is not a dog.
No, it's like, it's human, and he doesn't want to let go of you. He left you once. He doesn't want to leave you again.
All kinds of stuff.
Oh, if he could talk, he could talk.
Yeah, him and I can communicate much better than my other dog and I can.
Oh, well, you know what? Make sure you give attention to the other dog, because the other dog's feeling a little left out. I hate to say it.
Yeah, I do. I go over and talk to him.
So make sure you give that love and that attention to the other pup.
To his third eye, and, give him light and love. White light, golden light, all that. And
please help your brother and, all that.
Oh, that's beautiful. Well, if you want to book a one-on-one, check us out at psychicdeborahgraham.com, psychicdeborahgraham.com for more information, and we could go a little bit deeper. But I do wish you the best of luck. And like I said, he ain't leaving now, but he is tired. I have to tell you the good, the bad, the ugly.
Yeah, he does tell me that. Well, thank you so much.
Oh, God bless you guys.
Thank you for your
Right.
call.
Yeah.
Good luck.
God bless. That's so hard when you have an animal that you don't want to let go of it because it is your family. It's not like part of your family. It is your family. It is your life. It is your connection. And that's what it's all about. It's about having our connection with our babies, and those are babies, and they're always going to be there no matter what.
Yeah. Well, that's true.
Even when they leave this earth, they come back to us.
Yes. That's wonderful that they do, but it is hard that they leave.
Let go.
Oh yeah, my daughter still cries over her doggy that she lost. Oh my God, 27 years ago. Yeah, 27 years ago, we lost this little dog, and she was only 3-4-year-old, and he got hit by a car right in front of her, and she still got trauma from it. But the dog saved my daughter's life. He got hit because she ran in the road, and the dog ran after her. So instead of her getting hit, the dog got killed. Yeah. So he saved her life, no joke. But she still celebrates his birthday every year, remembers the date, the time. I mean, I'll be verbatim. It's on December 27th, I think at 3:00 every year. We celebrate it like 3 something. Yeah.
That's something incredible.
Yeah. Still to this day. Yeah. Still to this day. So, you never lose that love for an animal, even, a child. I mean, she was 3 years old, and she's still, it was a lot. It was a lot. It was a lot. It was a lot.
That is. Well, Amanda, are you ready for your reading?
Well, let me ask one quick question if Amanda's not ready yet. If I've invested in something in the past, do you see it coming to fruition? I'm told that it's going to happen any day.
Well, I'm going to tell you something right now. Investments is the best time right now because with, virtual money's coming in, whether you're making an investment, whether it's something financially, whether it's something with Bitcoin, financial futures, because this is the year of the horse. This is all about wealth and money. So this is your year to get it done. So the answer is yes, yes, yes. And I'm burping on the truth. It's coming up right there and then, right on the question and the answer. Oh, it's coming up again. So the wealth is right in your energy field, whether it's coming from that or something else. I can't be specific and tell you, yes, it's whatever you invested in, but the wealth energy is just coming in real strong. It's like a flume. It's like I see a rainbow over you, a big one.
Is it like a
bright, shiny star
thing or an eventually thing?
Well, it's there. It's this year because this is the year of the horse. So this is the timeline to have it come in. Yeah. Good. And we are going to virtual money. I don't care what anybody says within the next 10 years. It's happened. Yeah. It's not happening. It's happened already. It's just the timeline of it all's going to change. You know what I'm saying? It's going to fade out sooner than later. It's just what it is. If you sit there and think about it, everybody got a credit card. You got your money in the bank. Nobody has cash anymore. I mean, my God, I didn't even have any money. I had to go to the ATM to try to get cash out to give to the guy, the valet for the car. You know what I'm saying? The other day. So, or you have a phone on your app. Everybody wants to tap. And I'm like, I don't have a tapper. I don't know how to tap. I'm still computer illiterate. I barely knew how to come on the show. Let's get real. I do stuff with the supernatural world. I don't know how to do things with computers and stuff. I'm computer illiterate.
Well, let me ask you, Deborah, because we're going to be talking about this. So you see that this type of money, crypto, is going to take over.
Oh, 1,000%. It is already has. It's not if, it's when.
Okay. What about the rest of the story with disclosure, with ETs, interdimensionals? Are we going to hear anything more of the truth? They're going to keep baiting us with.
No, I think it's coming out big time right now. Well, think about this. They're constantly going to the moon. They're going different places. So it's not a matter of if they did. It's just a matter of them connecting into it because there's another world just like this world that has human life on it. Mm-hmm. It's outside of our solar system.
Okay. So we're going to be hearing about it.
Oh yeah. I'm telling you, with all the digital stuff in the world. I mean, if we could go to the moon, we could do these different things. There's so many things. They should just give us a cure for cancer already because they got it.
Yeah, they do. You're right.
Yep.
You're right.
It's there.
Well, yeah, I see that you're there. So are you ready to ask Deborah your question?
Sure, I didn't actually have a question in mind, but any message you have for me would be great. June 2nd.
Ooh, you're fire in the hole, baby. You're coming out deep and large. You are power. You're an energy. You're an empath. You're a healer. You're a lover, not a fighter. You're a giver, not a taker. You just need to stop saying yes to everybody else. You need to say yes to yourself. Yes, I am. Yes, I can. And most of all, you have to connect with your higher power, and you keep blocking yourself. You keep blocking yourself. You go 2 steps forward and 27 steps backwards. It's because you keep overthinking. So this year is not the year to think. This is the year to say, yes, I am. Yes, I can. And I got it. And now that as you're connecting, love is coming in. Doors are opening up. Also, I do pick up on 2 loved ones coming in. You do have a male and a female watching over you. So whether they're parents or grandparents, they're with you because they are blood related. Who are the 2 people who died in the family?
I'm not sure. Lots of people.
Be grandparents.
Not either of my parents. They're both still alive.
It's got to be grandparents. It's got to be grandparents because I feel like they're older,
Okay.
and they're watching over you. They are protecting you, and it is your year to advance. And you will be taking some courses. I don't know what kind of courses they are, but you're taking some courses this year. And it's all about developing your own intuition, but it's also about activating your whole entire central nervous system. So you're kind of going through an awakening energy. Would you agree?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're ready for it. But you need to let somebody love you and take care of you because you don't know how to receive love, but boy, you know how to give it. But it's hard for you to receive it.
Oh. How do I unblock myself, or is that for another show?
No, I can tell you exactly what it is because every person you ever loved or cared about in any one of your lives left you, walked out on you, or died. So unfortunately, you got screwed, lewd, and tattooed. So the truth is, in this lifetime, you have a fear of abandonment. So it's very hard for you to let down your walls. So it's easier just to kind of go through life and not feeling 100%. You could feel maybe 50, 60, 70% if you're lucky, but you never got to 100%. You will, you can, and you are. The how is allowing yourself to go through the emotional release. So get rid of some of these deep-rooted trauma bonds. And we could do a one-on-one reading. Check us out at psychicdeborahgraham.com. And again, anybody who's heard me on the show tonight, Supernatural Girls, mentioned that they heard me, they will receive 75% off. That's 75% off. I always like to give that special to my Supernatural Girls and everybody who's listening in. And we can figure out what we could do and give you what I call straight up a Deborah Graham enema and unblock your heart. Okay?
Thank you.
If you're ready for
generous.
it. I don't
Thank
think I
you for
can.
the
I know
reading.
I can. It's just whether you're ready to go for it. Okay?
Perfect. Thank you very much.
No, thank you for accepting what I told you because you had to take a lot in just now, girl. That's what we call deep and large.
This has been great. Oh my God, Deborah, you are so great. I love
Just
it.
comes out. Well, I'm honest. That's one thing. And I love it that both of you girls are honest, PK and Patricia being honest, being direct. And, to me, there's no problems. There's only a solution out there. It's just a matter of getting from A to Z. That's what life is about. Because I always say we're not here for a long time. We're here for a damn good time. So get the junk in your trunk out and enjoy it. We got to enjoy it. Let me tell you what, but I am not going back on a 12, 18-hour plane ride again. I'm just going to enjoy it from the comfort of my own home. I am tired and jet lagged.
That's a lot. That really is.
That is a lot.
What it used to be.
When I was younger, I couldn't do it. But, now my back hurts. There was a movie I seen. It was hilarious. This had Demi Moore in it. I think it's a 2025 movie. I forgot on one of those streaming networks where she took a shot and another body came out of her. And I said, hell to the yeah, I'll take the shot if I can make another one of me. I'll have that my workhorse. And then I could just sit out there and just relax and feel 25, 30 years younger so I could just travel because it's a
Love
lot.
it. Why not? Right?
That's for sure. Good grief.
Yes.
Oh, that's
Deborah,
fabulous.
give everybody the name of your podcast again so they can listen.
It is the Psychic Connection with Deborah Graham. The Psychic Connection with Deborah Graham, which is they get streamed at anywhere, any place, anytime. That means it's on Spotify, it's on iHeart, it's on Apple, it's everywhere. Psychic Connection with Deborah Graham. And they could also go to psychicdeborahgraham.com for more information if they want to book their own one-on-one psychic reading.
Super.
At 75% off, girls.
Yes, that's okay.
This is a strong year. This is a year of releasing. It's a year of purging.
Yep.
I'm
And it's a
trying
year
to
of
get my
turning
daughter
things
to get a hold
around.
of you.
Huh?
I'm trying to get my daughter to get a hold of you, but she seems to be terrified. She doesn't trust what I do, and I don't think she trusts anything around me. And I know that she needs it more than anybody right
Well,
now.
just tell her to listen to the podcast because I can't make this crap up if I wanted to. It just comes in deep and large, just like you girls do, you know. But sometimes, you know, it's harder for a child to take advice from their own mother or father, but they'll take it from somebody else. You know, I don't care if you're the best therapist in the world, your child's not going to want to go to you because they need somebody who doesn't have a label or already know. They want to come in fresh and clear. You know, and she could come in anonymous. You don't need to say she's part of you and I'll just roll right with it.
A good idea. Well, we got to wrap, ladies. So thank you
This
again.
was amazing. Anytime, anywhere, any place, I'll be happy to come back on and saddle up with you girls again. Thank you guys again for your love and support. PsychicDeborahGraham.com for more information. And the podcast is Psychic Connection with Deborah Graham. God bless you guys. God be with you and peace out. Bye-bye.
Peace out.
Bye,
And we
sweetheart.
see you
Thank
next week,
you so
everybody,
much.
with another great show. Till then, see you on the Blue Highway. Good night.